I served a divorced mom who made me set up her white noise machine in the middle of our restaurant and called me a whore for bringing her water. When she started bragging about sexualizing her 9-year-old daughter to get back at her gay ex-husband, my boss called CPS. She retaliated by scratching BTCH into my car, getting me doxxed by local mom groups, and suing everyone while her new gym bro boyfriend led a social media campaign to destroy our restaurant. I got paid to feed annoying bitches all day long because I worked in a restaurant in the middle of Silicon Valley, right beside an elementary school. It was always the same crowd, MILFs with designer bags, expensive blowouts, never tipped more than 10%. But one woman, Delana, was the worst of all. She once brought in a black duffel bag and put it right in the middle of the restaurant. "Can I get some effing service?" she yelled, with her 9-year-old daughter standing beside her red with embarrassment. I immediately ran over to her, and that's when she handed me a long black cable. "This is a white noise machine. Without it, I can't eat properly." I stared at her in disbelief. "What are you waiting for, Christmas? Hurry up and plug it in." Every part of me wanted to take the black cord and tie it around her neck, but my boss Maria was standing right there, so instead I just told her about it. "Go help the woman and plug it in," she said, her voice cold and assertive. So I did, but the whole thing made me overthink, because usually Maria was one of those chill bosses, the type to let you VP during closing time. And as I stood there, setting up a white noise machine that was disturbing the entire restaurant, Delana kept going. In just 5 minutes, she managed to pinch my thighs and offer weight loss tips, complain about water spots on the forks, and turn off the light switch because it was too unflattering. And when I was finally done taking her order of a plate of lettuce with exactly 1 cherry tomato, Maria finally opened her mouth and said something that explained everything. Turns out, that crusty white bitch Delana was going through a divorce. Her husband had cheated on her with another man. TBH, it made complete sense, because if I was with Delana, I would turn into a person too. And I guess Maria saw the glimmer in my eye, because she immediately told me that we had to have empathy towards her. I was annoyed, but at the same time, Maria's kindness is why I loved her so much in the first place. So I just nodded and tried to force myself to be nice. The next day, Delana came in looking rougher than usual, hair slightly frizzed, makeup smudged like she'd been crying in her Tesla. I almost felt bad for calling her a dollar store Kardashian behind her back. Keyword is almost, because as soon as I brought her water, she grabbed my wrist. Turns out she had a gift for me. It was an at-home STD testing kit. I know exactly what your type is like. Your innocent eyes and smile might fool the little boys in your school, but I know a W word when I see one. Her eyes were filled with insanity. I glanced over at her daughter who looked like she was going to cry. I wanted to slap Delana across the face, but Maria caught my eye from across the room. She was giving me that damn empathy look again. So I just said, "I'm clean, ma'am," through gritted teeth and walked away. But Delana wasn't finished yet. She came back the next day, again setting up her effing white noise machine. I was right on the verge of culling myself when my favorite couple came in, Andrew and Steven. They always tipped 40% and let me have a bite of their food too. But Delana took one look and lost her shot. She stood up so fast her chair scraped against the floor. "This is a family establishment." The whole restaurant went silent. Andrew tried to ignore her, but Steven looked like he was ready to fight. "It's bad enough my husband decided to become one of them." She pointed a manicured finger at their table. "But now I have to watch this." While I'm trying to eat, Maria rushed over, apologizing to the couple, trying to calm Delana down. I heard her whispering about going through a hard time, and "please understand." Andrew and Steven nodded their heads slowly, but they still ended up leaving. Sigh. Maria practically had to get on her hands and knees to stop me from quitting, and she got me a mango jewel too, so I stayed. And the next day, Delana came in with a huge smile on her face, wearing a slutty maid costume in the middle of summer. She looked so happy I thought she got DA'd down. The truth was much, much darker. "Guess what?" Delana announced to no one in particular. "My daughter is finally a woman." That's when her daughter appeared, in a dress that matched Delana's. My jaw dropped so hard I thought it was going to snap. Delana continued louder. "She's becoming such a little heartbreaker, probably getting even more